So like when you guys do get into like exchange of music, like how do you guys hang out and listen to music? Yeah, sure. If you don't mind, scooting.
Yeah, sure. I guess it's kind of sporadic, you know. When you kick it, just I might feel like putting on records to like flip something, and I try to get into the musical mood, and we'll just put on stuff, weird shit, cool shit.
So do you like? I know Zeroh, you're a big skater. Big into skating, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you do anything physically engaging like that? Like, do you box or anything like that?
I do yoga.
You do yoga?
Yeah.
Yoga.
Oh, okay.
And dance.
Yeah.
Did you get down with yoga like with?
Oh, hell yeah. I love yoga. Yoga's my everything. Yoga is skating to me.
So what's like the goal for you two as a couple?
Whoa.
You know, dude, this is the other. If you guys won't respond to this on blast, I'm gonna put it on blast this way.
That's cool. That's more in line with who we are anyway.
Sure. You know, I mean, like as a couple, what's the goal? Because now there's two artists.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, two artists is it could be either really easy or complex. What's your opinion and your end? Like, I'm sure you've dated other people before.
I've dated other people, but
Sure.
never been like this.
Right.
Never been as real or as long.
So like at this particular point, are you guys staying in LA? Are you guys looking into traveling? So what's like today? Like, well, what? Okay, who's this dude that's gonna interview us? I hope he doesn't ask about the Philippines. I hope they smoke weed at the studio. I hope these motherfucker won't ask me a bunch of this shit and that shit and that shit and that shit. They better not be anti-incest up in there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
I don't feel you. Shit, it was like
I had to get real.
Yeah, no, I mean, shoot, no.
Leaf, you better get on the mic too as we speak. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here.
Pressure's on.
There was no expectations coming here. We had no idea. But I guess our goal together, I don't know, just see.
Because I'm older. There has to be a little bit of resistance from parents from when you guys were younger, right? Trying to be musicians. Because everyone's going to try and push you to be blue collar or white collar.
Yeah.
I assume, right?
Yeah, that
Still.
already happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have they accepted it?
They accepted what I'm doing now. This year now more than ever.
Bleeding.
Have they accepted you, bro? Pretend she's not here. Like, oh, a black guy.
Have my parents or her parents accepted me?
Yeah, has her. Oh, you're dating a tall black guy
I'm
in a skateboard.
I'm gonna take this moment to say I hope one day they will accept me.
Does your older brother go, you know I'm a lawyer, right?
My brother thinks it's cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
My
get
brother
along
is-
with everybody.
Does mom cook like and put more adobo in her plate, and then for you, since I'll give you some food. Maybe.
She sneaks food out to me sometimes.
Yeah.
That's about it.
So there wasn't like a cultural, not so much in the sense of musical and lifestyle, but there wasn't like an ethnic cultural attack or
attack? No.
or a contradiction between.
No attack. Just a kind of waiting to be accepted. I'm not gonna even like try to pressure them or anything. I'm
Right.
just
I think it's more of like once we figure out what we're doing and can financially sustain.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then it'll be like, all right, maybe you are worthy.
Yeah,
But-
maybe. I'm trying to be worthy. I'll be hustling. Man.
So what do you do in that end to see the worthiness? Like, are you gonna work at another recording studio again, or what do you? Oh, you go cool?
Oh no, yeah, he's been waiting.
I need a close up on that one. What happened here?
He fell on his skateboard.
I fell
Oh shit,
on my way here.
Eileen, do you mind after or Daniel? Do you mind grabbing some paper towels? Do you guys want some or paper towels or anything like that?
Sure. Just so I don't bleed on your chair anymore. Sure.
No, I don't give a shit. You know.
I was.
There's some right here.
We got him. We got him. We chill.
Right, we got it.
Oh my gosh. I brought him some aloe vera. He falls on his skateboard all the time. And
So this is normal.
yeah, I was just like, oh, you're bleeding again.
How long have you been skating?
I've been skating all my life, but I just probably got good in the last 2 years or
Oh.
something. I'm decent, but I still fall. as
You better
can
stop
see.
skating in downtown, dude. There's so many fucking potholes up in this bitch,
I
dude.
love skating downtown. It's tight, man. It's super sick, super dangerous.
Are you guys more comfortable now?
A little bit.
Oh no, I'm chilling.
She been chilling. I was taking a nap.
Do you guys belong to like any herbal collectives?
Ooh, no.
Nah.
I buy weed from the source.
Ah,
Yeah. That's
like
it.
an old friend source?
Yes. Old friend sources. Yes.
Do you partake?
Do I work today?
No, do you partake? Do you smoke herb? Do you partake?
Yeah, I do when it's the right time. Yeah, I used to just like smoke and make music all the time.
Right? Isn't that the best feeling though?
It's still
Yeah.
the
That's
best.
the illest.
But I can't abuse it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is
I have
medicine.
my own.
Because your BPMs will be like 40 BPMs,
Yeah,
40 beats per minute, and using like one chord progression at the most. Or
I mean, no, like I can function
Have a
like
cognizant.
when I smoke, like all I want to do is create, you know.
Right.
But that's just when I'm in my creation shrine, like
It's-
on stage. Nah.
Yeah, it's more about preserving the voice. You
Yeah.
know, we're vocalists, so smoking all the time is probably a bad idea.
like before you met Zeroh, was it like, oh my god, dude, I'm not gonna meet a fucking guy that I like. I'm not gonna meet someone.
No,
Was you
no.
going
I
through
mean,
that?
I knew I would meet my partner. You know, I think it was just like I started just getting tired of dudes because my music was more interesting to me, and so I kind of just devoted myself to that and to spiritual pursuits, and then yeah, I was like a year kind of just making music, meditating, music, and then I had a feeling that I would like meet someone, and then a month later I met him.
But it wasn't me. You know.
Well, like
What do you mean? What do you mean it wasn't you?
She was like, "Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna meet someone," but she was saying it to me, and I was just like, "Well, there's only one person here. So are you talking about me, or are you just like looking over my head, or what?" Like,
Right.
Yeah. That was,
Were you into Filipino girls then?
I had no preference for a kind of girl, except maybe a beautiful and creative one, and she was it. So I was like, yeah.
Are you mixed yourself? Are you mixed?
Yeah.
What's your ethnic background?
I have man.
Okay.
I'm just a product of America.
Good luck with that.
I know. I'm my parents. My mom is from like the South. She's like black, and then my dad, he's from the Caribbean. He's like from Saint Kitts. So his mother is like some white patois, super tongue twisted woman, and his dad was like some African black Caribbean guy. So I think I'm like French, some kind of black Latino, something or the other. I don't know.
You're like a jambalaya made in the U.S.
Yeah, I'm completely mudded out. I don't even know.
So what was your war stories before you met Angelica? You doing all right, Angelica? You
Yeah, I'm just like shaking off
Yeah, I know, I
like
got
yeah,
it.
like the topics the topic
that's
of
tough
just like
shit.
of past dark forces is just like, whoa, I hadn't looked in that part of myself for like
Well, we're all cooling
a
out
long
now.
ass time. Yeah, no, it's
I'm
cool.
sharing so much like energy with you guys. So what was like your last two relationships?
I have no idea because I put things.
Don't be
out of-
mad at me, Angelica.
dude.
I'm
nah.
not mad.
I put things out of my mind soon after they happen, especially if they don't work out. I'm like, okay, well, that's not my life anymore. So I couldn't tell you what my last relationships were. I don't know. It's kind of a blur before Angelica. It's just like, okay, starting anew. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have no horror stories. They were all cool people, just totally not for me. Like, you know, not down, you know.
Like from your friends, do you find it like it's more difficult to establish a relationship? Like because you have to find like the exact almost match, I feel like, with creatives.
Yeah, I guess so.
Don't you feel that? Like with creatives, you have to. There's a lot of understanding from one side.
Yeah, there was just a lot of difficulty. I mean, it was no difficulty. Like I was always accepted for who I was, but I don't know. Maybe I was just immature and crazy, so I was attracting some immature and crazy or something. You know? So it was just like, this isn't gonna work. And I had to find somebody that I really liked and looked up to, so that I could like rise to the occasion. You know, she didn't accept me right away, so I had to like get right. You know, first.
Ah, you made him work.
She entrained my frequency.
That's the Filipino in a Gucci bag. She had to fucking make your ass work, dude.
Yeah,
you're cute, but shit, motherfucker. You see that mountain? You better climb that shit in your skateboard.
For sure.
And quit injuring your fucking elbows on your way up.
I mean, you get injured on the way up, but shoot, it was worth it. So worth it.
So let me ask you, Zeroh, since we're gonna do a refix of this interview.
Okay.
Pac Div or Odd Future?
Odd Future.
Why Odd Future?
Because I like Odd Future. I never, when Pac Div was like super hot coming up and stuff, like hella my homies were into it.
Sure.
But I was like so aggro and rebel. I was like, I'm not gonna listen to anything y'all listen to. I'm gonna listen to everything else. So I mean, I got the wave of Odd Future when I was open. So I'll say Odd Future because I'm more familiar with the music.
Which one do you think Angelica would like better? Pac Div or Odd Future? Or would she not fuck with that shit?
I feel like she would like Odd Future, like, you know, the early Odd Future, like Frank Ocean and stuff. She would probably like box with that. Pac Div, she'd maybe dance to, but like maybe wouldn't get it, you know. A lot of fresh shit going on, you know.
Flying Lotus, Toki Monster.
Flying Lotus or Toki Monster.
Because they're two different animals, really.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a hard blast question.
I guess Flying Lotus, just because of like the family fucks with. They're like people who I know. This is like our backyard. So yeah, the Brain Feeder camp. Everybody in there. Shout out Ross G, Jeremiah J.
Didn't you guys just put something out recently with Ross G?
Yeah. Well, we're always around our big brother. Ross G is like the man. He's like, I don't know, the grounding.
Did you guys just collab
mechanism.
recently?
I'm putting out.
Oh yeah.
I got a split with him, Seed of the Soul, Volume 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
where could the listening audience find that?
I'm
Bandcamp?
not sure. I don't think it's out yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be looking out for that then.
It's coming. But I collaborate with G all the time.
He's dope, man.
Yeah.
He put me onto a lot of shit because I live in Glendale, and Puba's is right around the corner from the college where I met these dudes who's producing. So he's a good dude. Quincy or Michael?
Quincy, bro, the man on the boards.
Did you say Michael earlier?
Yeah, Michael definitely had a big
Right,
influence on
Angelica?
me. It's hard. They're
You said
Sorry,
Michael.
I'm spacing out. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yes, I did.
You're part of the audience now.
Yes,
That's cool.
I did say Michael.
they're like
So why Quincy for you, sir?
I say Quincy because Quincy is like, I don't know. He's just like this. They're both musical genius. That's hard to do. Like you pick two people who like work together, who made magic together.
Right.
Like which one is like, well, Michael Jackson completely influenced my life, but the reason why is because Quincy Jones was on the boards.
Absolutely.
You know, like I don't know.
But I think that's the beauty of that question, right? Because if someone puts a gun to your head and says, you know what, man?
Quincy, I'm like,
right. Dude, Rashida Jones.
Rashida Jones.
Sorry.
Hey.
Pharrell or Q-Tip?
I'm gonna say Pharrell. Yeah, because I mean I grew up in Long Beach and we were all into like Pharrell before, like just when he was getting hot. Like I was just like, yo, this dude is crazy. And
Right.
like,
ASR 10.
the black skateboard like revolution in Long Beach like happened through his influence, I feel.
Okay, here's something really important. Sorry, Angelica, I'm going to be talking to him for a little bit.
It's all good.
Because it seems like you come from the harder core of skateboarding. Was Pharrell, was that whole culture kind of like, did you feel like this is kind of diluting the skater culture for a little bit?
It was weird, man, because I was still a kid. So like I wasn't that great at skateboarding to be like, oh, he sucks or something like that. It was more like I was into skateboarding, getting clown for shit, and then all of a sudden I was cool. So I was just like, all right, kind of like embraced that. And then I don't know, I went through my phase of buying ice creams and Evisu jeans and all True Religions and all that shit with all my friends in Long Beach. I was fresh, dude. I was super fresh, and it I guess it diluted it because it made me focus on what I was wearing more than I was skating. But you know, it was just part of the process, I think, of like just let me be who I am. You know, it's like, oh, I can skate now and not get clout for wearing Vans because there's a song called the Vans song out now and shit.
Right.
You know, like stuff like that.
NERD or the Neptunes?
NERD, bro. I'm sorry. NERD.
You like Spy Mob, Pharrell, and Chad Hugo, huh?
Dude, they killed, man. That NERD was just like, oh, alto rock shit, like that I can fuck with. Like,
Totally.
That was very key in my growth as like, oh, I can listen to rock. It's like, okay, now, same thing.
Right. Because it was like a hybrid thing that even, not because popular culture is supposed to dictate what we want to listen to, but, you know, with NERD, it made it like everything's good.
Everything was like super close because I went to high school and middle school in like Compton, Watts, that area, and it was very like, it was weird if you were weird. You're like super weird, but I was like still liking it in my bedroom, and then I was like, oh, I can go outside with it now, you know. So it gave me the go ahead, put it that way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Miss Angelica, back to us here. What's it like collaborating for you two? Obviously, I'm talking to you too. So, what's that like?
You start.
We just jam mostly. The stuff that we've made was like pretty experimental, spacey jazz type stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've been like compiling this secret playlist because one day we're gonna put out a project.
Yeah, I'm hella looking forward to it. It's just like our two big creative brains. Like it's so weird, and like it can be touchy at times because we man the boards. Like we're like super solo artists, you know. So like just like. It's like your turn and my turn is like, hey, you changed everything. Oh my God. Like what? I'm like, can we make it both? Like I like the direction it was going, you know, and it's just like, you know what, just let it go to wherever it's supposed to.
Well, you guys both come from a recording background.
Yeah.
Like you worked for a recording studio and you came from, you're trained.
Yeah,
in a recording background.
I went to audio school for a bit, and then I just started watching people, you know. So
by osmosis, that's the best way.
Yeah, that's the only way to me.
So, Angelica, do you normally start making the beats, the drum tracks, or do you normally start, or what? Or what's the dominant? Like, oh, you do the keys, you do the carbon piano. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of times I'll just jam some random shit, and then maybe he'll like find a pocket.
I got samplers here.
Start that going, and then we'll just start layering.
Yeah.
But I'm always like playing keys or harp or
I'm
something.
like, that's dope. She goes, what? No, it's stupid. I'm like, no, first of all, you're an amazing virtuoso of some kind, and everything you do is sampleable, and I'm going to do it starting now. And then she's like, oh, I kind of like it. Yeah, that's cool. And I'm like, yeah.
That's my voice.
I told you.
So do you guys fight for the mic?
No.
Or does it become collaborative? Like you bust a verse, you sing a hook.
I think the last thing that we were working on, we were trying to like write it together. We came up with a really cool hook. Kind of come back to
find it all, you can find it.
Cool.
Right.
Our voices sound good together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his is like so deep, and I'm up here, and it's this really nice. It sounds good to me.
Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah.
So are there other people that you guys would want to collaborate with? That's dope, man. I love it.
Are there people that we collaborate with?
Right. Like in the pipeline that you'd love to. I mean, like you haven't collaborated with.
Oh, I haven't collaborated with.
Man. I would really
She got
Well, like-
fantasy.
Yeah, Alice Coltrane's already passed. But, you know, I'd really like to do something with Bjork.
What?
Yeah,
She
that's
was your
just-
first influence, right?
Yeah,
One
for
of your
like
first-
electronic
Right,
music.
on the
yeah.
electronic end.
But it seems like she's like so far out of my reach, you know? I don't even know if like my
You
music
never
will
know.
ever reach her. But I would love to make some weird stuff with her one day.
For you? Oh, sorry.
No, that was all. I was just like,
All right.
Oh, me? It's collaborative.
Would you rather collaborate with an MC first or a producer first?
I guess a producer first, and only because like with rapping with other rappers, it does become like you're fighting for the mic or something.
Two lions, dude.
Yeah, but I collaborate so well with MCs though. It just depends on the setting. Like my boy John Wayne, like he'll facilitate the ill collaborations. Like, you know, like just have like 3 or 4 heads in the studio. We're just acted dumb watching YouTube videos, and then like some stupid song comes out of the works, and like we feed off each other so well. So I don't know. Like I don't have any like dream collaborations. I used to when I was like a really big music fan, but I guess now I'm like coming from a grassroots kind of place. So like my dream collaborators are all my homies. It's like I want to be able to make shit with all of my homies who I know now, you know.
Do you guys follow any of the newer labels like Selection, HHW, and
Oh, I know
Alpha
those.
Pup.
I know all of those people. Those are like, you know, I mean, Selections may be on the furthest away from that, but I know Joe K. Like I met him a few times. Huh wasn't where like back in the day I was gonna like be a part of what they were doing. And Alpha Pup, you know, I visit the studio all the time. I'm always there.
oh, you guys were both featured on It's Kind of Neat.
Oh yeah.
Both an interview
Yeah.
and a video performance.
Yeah, I'm always at the Cosmic Zoo.
Dude, Daddy Kev is like one of the illest.
He's
Ever.
he's the most osmose like being. Like I'll just sit there and just listen to him all day, just like talk.
I saw that microphone that they mounted for your performances. It was the Neumann. Was it the 103? I'm like, okay, they're serious about this
Oh,
shit.
they're too serious about that shit.
Was it just one take for you guys?
They took the first take.
Oh, okay.
I did another one. It was weak.
How about you?
I think mine was
Yeah.
the first take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to do it a second one where I was like looking up at the camera, but I liked the first
take.
better. Yeah.
Can you guys do 5 more?
5 more what?
5 more minutes? Is that
Yeah.
cool?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't want to hold you guys back.
No,
Rip
it's
LA's right
chill.
around the corner, so I know you
This-
guys
No.
be buying some stuff.
This is what we were doing today.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the Japanese garden
That's
Ah.
on the street. But
Okay,
yeah.
I won't hold you back too
No,
long.
it's all good. That was just like a thought I had.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Are you guys big? Oh no, I'm gonna venture off into food now, but
Oh shit.
but so as far as for people who are trying to get into music, I mean, do you guys feel it has to be a solo ride, or does it have to be, you have to find a stabilizing force with you? Because for some people, like for me, I wouldn't be able to do this hustle with someone because I come from the older generation where I need to make all the money, provide this, provide that. But for your younger generation, I'm trying to understand if it's easier to try and be creative and try and make it into the scene with someone or without. What would you guys say to that?
You mean with the company of others, like a collaborative, like collective, or something?
No, more a couple or single?
Oh. I think
Because your perspective gets distorted because you guys are like been like this for like 2-3 years now. You guys have been together 2-3 years.
Yeah. I feel like before I even crossed paths with him,
Sure.
it was just about being an individual and just being about that so much. And then you eventually attract like minds. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think like you can like find your identity in a group of people, but then that'll like always, it just doesn't seem right. Like, cause like the variables are on the outside. So I think if you just like do your own thing solo, you'll naturally find your kind.
Yeah, establishing the foundation was key in finding her, and then we found out later that we kind of needed each other. You know, like I got muscles, I can carry all her shit. You know, so. And she ain't gotta pay me, you know. It's all good. It's just like, you know, favors, and yeah, it's cool to have a road dog, you know.
Have you taken him to the Philippines?
Not yet.
No, not yet. I don't know.
Where's that Filipino hospitality where you take your loved one to the Philippines, Miss? I've been to the Philippines 3 times. I know about the Philippines.
Well, when he can afford his plane ticket.
I can afford it now, but now it's like, you know, I got to maintain the hustles to keep that money, so I can't leave. But
we'll go there when it's time.
yeah, I could, you know, it's easy. It's easy. At first, it was like hard, and now that it's easy, it's like, well, I don't really need to go. You know, this is where the groundwork.
Take him during earthquake season. That's fun, right?
Yeah, I ain't gonna be afraid.
I feel like this year we're kind of just like really laying down our foundation and not trying to travel as much, because last year there was a whole lot of traveling.
Too much travel.
Yeah, I'm cool on that right now.
like as establishing artists, do you think it's better to travel a lot in pockets or spread it throughout the year?
Ooh.
I like spreading it out.
You like spreading it out?
Yeah.
I would like to be one and done, so I don't have to do it no more. Just like a travel season, and then like don't go nowhere.
So you want to do the Rolling Stones tour,
I guess.
and just pack the fuck out of that and just bang it out through June, July, and
If
August.
somebody said 3-month tour, and like that's it for a while.
That's it
I'm with it.
till the next year.
Till the next year, I'd be great. You know.
And you said spread it.
Well, I guess I've just always had it spread out. So, it works for me because then I get to work on new material.
And a tall, athletic baggage carrier with you.
I have my roadie. I'm just playing.
Yo, roadie, homie.
Nah.
That's cool. Well, you know, I think it's great that you were able to jump in.
Yeah.
It took a while for me to warm up the diesel engine, but I really wanted to find a way to incorporate both you two, because no one's interviewed both you two at the same time, right?
I guess not.
Maybe
Wait,
not.
I feel like maybe
Maybe once or twice, and like nothing ever came of it.